Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? We're starting today's episode in the main base because we need to do some experiments. Not human experiments, unfortunately, with flowers. We need to generate some mana, and 2 episodes ago I opened the Elven portal in the hopes of making Kekemoris. But we have done Kekemoris several times and I was thinking maybe we should go with something new. At first I thought I'm going to go with Rosa Arcana. You feed it experience and it gives you mana. And to be honest with you, it's actually a fair bit of mana. Also, I do have a fair bit of experience, but that's beside the point. However, Rosa Arcana is incredibly simple to automate, so we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to go with Gormarilis. So most of you guys already know how it works. It eats food, it generates mana. Although the amount of mana that it produces depends on the saturation that the food gives you. Not saturation, hunger hunches. So bread is kind of garbage. Ironically, something like ginger chicken is also garbage. 3 hunger hunches. Thankful dinner is amazing. So voila. I'm assuming you're going to be full. Yes. Anything more than 12 doesn't really count. However, as usual with Botania, there is a catch. If you give it the same type of food, it's going to have diminishing returns. So we drop 1 steak. Let's see how much mana we're going to get. That's almost 50% of the internal buffer. What the hell? Ew. I have night vision. I didn't notice. But we drop 1 more steak and see how much we get. 25% of the buffer. We drop it again, less than 25%. The requirement is not that bad. If we give it bread, it's gonna reset everything. And then we can give it steak 1 more time. And again, 50%. Therefore, essentially what we need to do is that we need to have some sort of a system that provides this guy with 2 different types of food. And hopefully both of them are going to be great. At first I was a little bit confused on how to do that, but then I remembered we have the animated torch. This is from Botania, you just place it down, and you see, it's powering this lamp. If you give it a mana pulse, it's going to rotate 1 more time, but you can also use a hovering hourglass. So we will have 4 sand, that is 4 seconds, see what happens. It's gonna switch. Lovely. And it's going to switch back. Lovely. Oh, and by the way, as long as it's eating, you should not give it more food. It's going to destroy it, but it's not going to generate any mana. That's the other catch. So what do we want to feed him? Well, normally you have to craft something, but we have Animania in the pack and there are prime beefs. And if you cook them, that's actually 6 hunger bars. It's not that bad. And it's also very important that the timing is the same. You know, 6 hunger bars for the prime beef and also the pork. Chicken is slightly less. You are not very useful, all of your goats. I want a pig. I just remembered where we had the rifts, we also had pigs. So do you drop the prime version? Yes. This is why it's important to have 2 of them. Now we just need to find the cow. Not all of them are going to drop prime to meat, so it's important that we find the correct specimen. Hello. Shut up. These are cows, and you're a male cow, so it's prime beef. Yes. So you come with me. Oh, that was a female. But you have horns. Okay, we lost that one. I have a weird enchantment on my armor that anybody who attacks me just gets teleported away, and the cow got teleported away. Highland cow. Highland cow. And that was prime. Good. We can go home. We don't have that much essence to spare, so I was hoping to make some powered spawners from Ender.io, and unfortunately we are out of spawners. There is one here. Wait, I got 2? Oh no, both of them were zombies. We had 1. So, one of them is going to be for the cow, and one of them for the pig. And we just combine them in an anvil. Perfect. Capacitors are expensive. Look, that was just 10 of the dabbled layer. I don't want to do anything crazy, I just want to try if everything is going to work. Yes. Prime beef. And we get a baby. And I hope the pig is also correct. Yep, we're good. So, the way that we need to automate this is that we're going to have 2 droppers like so, correct? The animated torch goes over there. We shall have the hovering hourglass with 4 seconds, I think is enough. But we will see. And we just drop the ingredients. You're gonna eat it. Okay, 4 seconds is not enough. I think it's 1 hunger bar per second. I could be wrong, but we go with 6 seconds. He didn't like that. He liked that one. Okay, maybe 7 seconds just to be safe. I think 6 seconds is already fine. Because he was eating both of the foods, he was not wasting anything. Yeah, 7 seconds is just 1 second too many. It's just that we are having a visual aid. We go with 6 seconds. And we are generating mana, so 6 seconds is enough. That's a lot of mana. I was just testing the foods. Okay, there has been a slight problem, we're out of pork. But this was just for testing. Don't you worry. Ignore the withers, I'm just trying to gather some supremium, but I did feed this guy like 26 of each of the prime beef. Or the pork. But this is the amount of mana we got. So 1 stack of food equals almost 1 terror steel. I'm not gonna complain. That is a good number. Also, while we are doing this, there is something that I wanted to check. We have 2.5 million draconium dust. But that's not what I wanted to check. Can you make me 1,000 draconic cores? This is the problem. Ender pearls. Well, there are so many other problems. Basically, here's the thing. We want to start making a mob farm and we want to make sure that we cover almost everything. So obviously, one of our problems is endermen and also blue slime. Okay, we know what to fix. Oh, and I just remembered. Shulkers. We need it in order to make the Wyvern core, so that is a total of 4 mobs. 5. I'm garbage at math. All things considered, I think our best bet is to do everything in the end dimension. Because if you want to spawn Endermen, they can teleport 32 blocks away, and Shulkers also search for a 17 by 17 radius. I don't really want to have this kind of a problem in the overworld, so we're gonna move, I don't know, maybe here. I thought I forgot my angel block. Also, please remember, I hate working in the void, but I do like perks. For the shulkers themselves, we can obviously use some sort of a glass frame, because they cannot stick to glass. But since we are going to have cursed earth for the endermen, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put the mob crusher over here. Actually, over here. So if you look at the range, yes, I'm missing the range add-ons, but you know, it's 3 blocks high, so it will be able to kill every single enderman on top of this platform, and any shulker sticking down here. I think the cows are also going to be 2 blocks tall, so we can have another one over here. Actually, same mistake. 1 block lower. Yep, that means I should be able to have a secondary platform here. I don't like the void. I really hate the void. I did bring a few gizmos, and this is what I was afraid of, but it's not happening. We're not spawning pigs outside the frame. It's good. Ender.io is very smart. I forgot the capacitors, otherwise we would have had the cows as well. Also, progress is incredibly slow because I hate the void. But very cool, we know it works, and now let us get the rest of the spawners, the shulkers and slimes. I do remember that the obsidian pillars are from quark and some of them have a spawner, yes. We take you, and ignore the blazes. There should be another one? Yes. Oops, I think I dropped it. Yeah, it's fine, there's another one over here, we take this one. I was taking some slime samples and I noticed this. What is this? Garbage. Anything which is purple defies physics. I know that. Okay, so the mob farm is set up, we're getting slimes, we're getting endermen, we're getting the cows, we're getting the pigs, and occasionally we're also getting shulkers. I'm saying occasionally because I missed the last time they spawned. Oh, no, that was slimes. Yes, these are shulkers. We're getting them. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. Please. Kill it, you stupid idiot. Oh, it's on top of the spawner. Okay, it's fine. We can just put glass. Although I did manage to make a few boo-boos with the filtering, I have to go and get more filters, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a drawer for pork chops, a drawer for meat, and then I have brought 2 redstone furnaces from thermal expansion, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to put the resonant kits, and I did bring the food augment, it will double the food. So now if we give them power, it's slowly cooking, and it's doubling the beef. Lovely. That is another problem. Everything is so cramped. What if I give you the bigger capacitor? Well, you do get the cows. Yeah, it's fine. We shouldn't be worried. I go get some good filters. I don't know why I took the basic ones. We have the large ones on auto crafting. Okay, I brought the appropriate filtering and I brought other gizmos. So we're going to increase the storage of the drawers. We don't want to run out. And some void upgrades. That is a problem. It's not a humongous problem, because what we're going to do is that we're going to have an ender chest down here. That is for pork chops. It's pink and brown for beef. Oh, you're not importing the pork. Okay, I was wondering why it's not working. But yeah, we're doing fine. We just try to cover everything with glass so that shulkers do not teleport. I was checking the wiki and yes, shulkers can occasionally teleport on glass, but it's supposed to be very rare. But very good, we have our beef, we have our slime, we have our ender pearls, we have our shulker shells. We have everything, except chunk loading it. Good, we can go home. Oh, actually, dimlets. I forgot about dimlets. And I forgot about locking the drawers. I think now we're done. Okay, now that the mob farm has been done and dusted, let us see what we need in order to make 1000 draconic cores. I'm not really sure if we need more, if we need less, but 1000 seems to be a good number. So blaze rods are not going to be a problem, the mob farm is already active and we're getting blaze rods. Ender pearls is a matter of time, plutonium can be replicated, or I'm assuming it can be replicated, yes. We just let it run for a while. Slimes should not be a problem, we just need to make the block. These are required for the empower, so we don't need that many of them. I'm not gonna make a pattern. We are missing palace crystals, 1 stack. I will craft them by hand. You just drop a few stacks of blocks and it's already automated. Cyanide is a problem. That means we have to run our reactors, and I think we just have to drop blocks here. It should go inside the reactor. Yeah, it's on and it's generating power. It should be automatic. And just in case, we add more blocks. I don't know, maybe a bit more. It's cheap. The other problem is the 7000 uranium-238. And yeah, that is a very easy recipe. An isotope separator. It's just that you're going to get a ton of garbage. And I was under the impression that we have isotope separators. Oh, you're the one. You come with me. I have taken care of the Palace crystals, we have an isotope separator, and now what are we missing? Let us check. 1000 draconic cores, we're missing blaze rods, that's fine. 800 ender pearls, that is fine. We need you. And we need calcium sulfate. The problem that I have with calcium sulfate, if they let me sleep, I can explain it to you, is that the mechanism tank is full, so we're not producing it anymore. I did try to empty a little bit in our reservoir, but I don't think that's enough. 600 more is quite a bit. But honestly, we are producing it really fast. I just emptied this. Huh. Okay, we're good. I'm sorry. There's no problem. And we need you. Ooh, you don't have storage upgrades. Well, it's 64 stacks. It's something. I just remembered we're making too much plutonium. Okay. I saw it in the ender pouch. Oh, we're only missing 8 calcium sulfate. That's nothing. Cyanide is a problem. I really don't want to waste a hydrofluoric acid, so let us get a holding for book. And we put it on the reservoir. Yeah, this is much better. While we are gathering resources in order to make the draconic cores and get into fusion crafting, let us at least set up our mana generation setup. Actually, I have to upgrade this one. You have to cast some elementium, this is why we have to do it here. We need an elementium pipe piece. EPP for short. The EPP gives us the EMS. Emergency services. Huh. Everything at our base is trunk loaded, so the reactor should run and we should have plenty of cyanide. We can go to the new base. Good morning to you, Kevin. Ah, he's here. And good morning to you, Prince Thomas. How are you? So I don't really know where to do Botania, but I'm assuming we can do it next to Mr. Rowe. Yes. Words of wisdom. We always listen. I don't really know how to hide Botania, so we have a hole, which goes down. We have an arcane levitator, which is not working because there's something wrong with the V. But our elven portal is going to be here, and Gorma lilies are going to be here. We're going to have 2 of them. But let us set up the one first. So we're going to have our 2 droppers. And you guys have been telling me that there is something very important from Ender.io. Limited item filter. We want to be able to turn off the mana generation as soon as possible. We don't really want to waste food, so we're going to only have 1 item inside each dropper at each given time. How do you do this? Are you sure this is the correct filter? So I give you a prime pork. And I don't know, if I extract and insert, will I get the one? Oh, that was amazing. Thank you. So I think I'm going to have 2 mana spreaders because it's going to be way faster until we get the Gaia mana spreader. We can have 1 Keikamoris here, the torch, the hovering hourglass, and 6 sand. We're getting mana. Lovely. All of our mana pools have a spark, and this one is going to get a recessive augment. It's gonna fill in these guys. I just need to go and get more ender chests. Okay, so far we are generating mana at a relatively fast rate, and I do have a sound muffler because these guys were driving me mad. However, one of the things that I need is a magnet. Let us go with Draconic Evolution and I will show you why. One of them is for us, and 2 of them shall be used in order to make the Dislocation Normalization Field Projector. A very fancy name. Botania has the same function, but you have to craft a flower and I'm really not in the mood. Basically, if we put them here, I'm never ever going to pick up anything. Magnet is on, we drop the sand, I'm not picking it up. And if we drop it here, I do pick it up. We're going to make this place fancy a bit, but here is our terrestrial agglomeration plate. And I think on the sides we're going to just have a huge mana buffer. Huge. Humongous. I think one of these days I have to start automating living wood and living rock. Oh boy, mana pools are expensive. You cannot dupe mystical flowers, it's fine, we go with the petals. We need white, we need light grey. Well, I mean, we don't really have to do this the stupid way. There's a solution from Botania. Yeah, the jaded amaranthus. It's fine, I'm a lazy person, I do this the stupid way. We do have a few mana pools, we have a decent supply of mana, and what we're going to do is that we're going to start making Terra Steel. And I do have a bit of a confession, I forgot how to make that. This is a dominant augment, this is the pool that we're going to use for crafting. We want it to be always full. How do you actually make Terra Steel? I think it's with mana diamonds and the pearl. We have 2400 mana steel ingots from the arc furnace. That's actually not very important, let us see if I can craft one first. Where's the pearl? Something is behind me. Nothing. Okay, we know how to make Terra Steel. That's good. Lovely. The first one we ever crafted. Now the question is, can we automate it? Although maybe we should wait for our mana buffer to recharge. we're kind of out. One of the reasons that we had to get into Botania today is that today we want to try and make some awakened cores from Draconic Evolution. I'm not sure if it's actually possible, it seems so, but essentially this is the goal. What does it have to do with Botania? That is a very good question. In order to make awakened core, what you're going to need is Wyvern core. Wyvern core is going to need something called Primal mana, and Primal mana comes from IC2 Coolant, Osgo Glass, and Mirian. Mirian requires Terra Steel, and you know, Elementium and Mana Steel and Cobalt, but those are fine. Don't think I have enough mana to open the portal. Maybe I do. Can we get some Elementium? Yes. Anywho, whatever we're going to do today is going to be for this, the Awakened Core. Hello, Prince Thomas. You're floating. Good. He's realizing his abilities. Okay, but let us get back to the main point. Wyvern core requires Ludocrite. Ludocrite requires liquid DNA and alumite. Oh, that's cheap. Okay. We have to go to the old base. We need to have a small flat area so that I would be able to spam machines, and I was having my eyes on this area. And we do have a builder. Maybe that's going to help a bit. I think the only thing that we need is a void card, which is just a shaped card. Okay, that's cheap. That's an achievement. Okay. So, in order not to mess up everything, we first link you. Then we link you to here. The second corner will be, I don't know, here. I'm not gonna mine any of my machines, am I? Let's make a backup. Okay, you start working. We seem to be good. That was fast. It even removes the water. That's great. Well, it's making infinite water sources, so not the best. But it's fine. We have sponges. That went surprisingly well. I can clean up the rest myself. Okay, so we do have a decent area to work with, and this place is going to be for our modular machines. But before doing that, everything has to be hooked up to our applied energetic system, so we need to have one more quantum ring. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think we have an extra singularity. Oh, we do. Why? Okay, I'm not gonna be lazy, we're gonna craft it. What? What just happened? In order to make a matter condenser, I need a quantum compressor. Well, it's cheap. Ish. How many pistons do you need? 10,000. Well, can you make me like 4,000 pistons now? Good. We do it in small batches. Because you do need to have treated wood, and I'm not sure if I have enough creosote oil. I'm very sorry, I did not pay attention to the recipes. I was really wondering why the hell are they giving us singularities, it's worthless. Apparently it's not. I need drives. Holy, one stupid problem at a time. I did manage to make 774 pistons and we're out of creosote oil. I have upgraded the machines, but I guess we have to wait for that. We might as well make the quantum compressor. And while we are doing this, maybe we should make a few. What the heck is a compressing factory? Oh, it's the osmium compressor. Okay, it's fine. We're gonna survive this. The main question would be how many singularities do we have and how many quantum compressors are we going to need? We just need one infinity ingot, then we can smelt it and put it in a creative tank. Unless it is necessary for the creative tank? It's not. So we need two ultimate singularities, and we don't have that many singularities, and each one of them is 10,000 items. So maybe 5 quantum compressors? Yeah, we just have to put tier installers on them and we should be fine. These should be the basic factories, advanced, and elite. 6 of them? Yep. So that is the pistons, that is the elite compressing factory, 10 auto compressors, which go over there. I have already ordered black iron, that is 25 blocks, more than enough. And then you need compressors. That's cheap, if you have circuits. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, quantum compressor. We just have to make them one by one. Yeah, 5 of them. And we should also take a nap. So believe it or not, making the quantum compressor was actually the easy part. The hard part is getting all the treated wood. The problem is that whenever I'm smelting 1 coal, I get 1 charcoal and 200 millibuckets of creosote oil. So this has to run 4 times, it's fully upgraded, and well, we get like 8 planks. In thermal expansion, there is a machine called a thermal mediator, and depending on what kind of a fluid you provided, it's going to accelerate the machine. And the best one seems to be dew of the void, or the vapor, or liquid antimatter, what the hell? I don't know how to get that. We go with the vapor, and I don't remember which color of ender tank it was. Don't crash. We're fine. So vapor is too light blue. Another very important thing is that let us check if we are actually producing it. Yeah, everything seems to be fine. We have all the grains. The thermal mediator has to be touching the machine. So if we put it there, put the tank on top and export, you should go faster. Not sure if it's fast. Yeah, it seems to be faster. It's just that now I don't have any sites to extract the coal coke, which is also fine because we should be able to have a phantom face. Honestly speaking, I never thought treated wood is going to be a problem. Otherwise, I would have just made a bigger buffer, but we can have an ender chest, a hopper, and we can just link the furnace to the phantom face. Are you extracting? No. Well, no, it does work. I was just hooking it up to the wrong side. This one exports on the left. But while we are building up a supply of creosote oil, let us at least get one quantum ring. We have one singularity, so why the hell not? I'm going to hook it up to a P2P tunnel that gives us 32 channels. If we need more, we can always add more. Also, wait a minute, can I recharge my remote? Ew, lovely. I was always lazy, I had to go to the new base, but okay, now we're good. So you might notice that under this bunker, we do have a chest. And in this chest, we do have our metallurgic fabricator. That is going to be one of the first machines that we need to assemble. Damn. There's water here. Literally the only place that I told myself, nah, I don't need to fill it in. Who wants to dig here? You know, I have been hoping that today we're going to start making awakened cores, but apparently that's really not going to happen because we have so many optimizations to do. I have set up our metallurgic fabricator, it is hooked up to liquid chlorine as well as power. And now for some reason we're out of string in order to make cables. Yeah, now we're good. I am trying to make something symmetrical and I'm also trying to respect the chunk boundaries for the advanced machines, modular machines, so things might look weird for a while. But anyways, to have it operational, we're going to have an interface. This is the input hatch. And since we're going to have a few more machines, maybe we should use a dense cable. Yep. That one is extra. And now you should be connected to everything, except an ender chest to extract everything back into our system. Let us have a few patterns. And yes, I have been trying to make drums. That's another issue. The advanced metallurgic fabricator, what we want you to do is to make Mirian. I'm not really sure how the hell am I going to get titanium, but maybe we wait for that one. We want modularium, and we want the stupid Osgo glass. Anything else? Oh yeah, alumite. Oh, mana infused. Oh, we're getting it as an ore. We don't care. I don't think we need osmoiridium, but why the hell not? And magnesium diaborite. I think by the time that I'm out of titanium, we would be able to just go to space and gather some rutile. So for the moment, this will work fine. I guess let us order some Mirian. 10. You can craft it. Lovely. That is another problem. Glass. We need to fix it. But we got the Mirian and the stupid Osgo glass or whatever. Oh, you don't have a pattern. Okay, that's fine. We have a compressing factory. I thought I don't have any patterns. Which I don't. Apparently I have just made a bajillion ingots and never cared. Well, not a bajillion. We have 59 left. So can we have the Osgo glass? 100? We're getting it. Lovely. Alright guys, I was just editing the footage and I realized that we're already over time and unfortunately, this episode is never ever going to be ready for tonight. Maybe it is going to be ready, but I'm lazy to upload it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make it slightly longer, so bear with me. And we're going to start focusing on the main task at hand, which is the awakened core. I'm not sure if we can achieve it today, but we will see. So we made our metallurgic fabricator. This is going to help us making the primal mana that we need in order to make the Wyvern core. But you might notice that we also need ludocrite. Ludocrite does require liquid DNA, so let us get liquid DNA. Our dearest golem Prince Thomas suggested that we automate the production of liquid DNA. So we're going to do that. Well, basically it's incredibly easy to get DNA. You just put bees and you get tons of DNA. And we have tons of bees. But in order to automate it, there is an easier way. We just need to analyze different types of saplings using an analyzer from forestry. So let's get this one first. Gonna have a bit of a complication, but don't you worry, we're gonna fix that. Lovely. We have it. Obviously the portable version, but it's fine, because the rest of that is easy peasy. This is not a quest. I don't know why. So you might notice that this guy requires power, but it also requires honey. And even though we should have a production of honey, we don't. If we want to get the honey from forestry, there is a slightly cheaty way through rustic, which is a mod that I added, so we're not gonna do that. But we can also change the ore dictionary of a certain honey from biomes of plenty. This one. I have just made myself a reservoir and let us go and get some honey from the nether. Amazing place. Everybody wants to shoot you. Anyways, this is our beehive. We don't take any damage, so this should be relatively easy. Where's the honey? Hey you, why is it dry? There is another one. This one has honey. Well, it doesn't have the honey, it has the bees. But there should be honey. Yes. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is called honey. So first off, you also get these honey blocks from biomes of plenty, and if you put it inside the centrifugal separator, you get honey from forestry. And as a very lazy person, I'm up for that. So we put you in, and you're slow, but decent. We got honey. So now we need to convert it into a fluid using a squeezer. Unlike Ito, I never knew her. Hey you, squeeze, and squeeze a bit more. Okay, we have the honey, we have the power, and literally the only thing that we have to add instead of a bee is a sapling. There you go. We do have a DNA extractor, we put the sapling inside. And my dearest Prince Thomas, you cannot put the sapling inside. The bee goes in. Okay, I tried. I'm sorry. What did I do wrong? Well, we do have to get the bee situation solved first. But this is an apple oak sapling from forestry. So weird. It's perfectly fine. There is something that we had to do anyways. We need ender bees. Pristine stock, unknown genome. We will know. Pristine stock. Pristine is the best one. You only have like 2 options, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, all of them are pristine. That's good. We're gonna grow bees. And use the excess ones in order to make liquid DNA. I have already scanned the bees. We put the princess inside. We put 1 drone. Then it's going to be converted into a queen, but we're not having any flowers. I'm not really sure, but I'm assuming the flower for these kind of bees is going to be a dragon egg. This is something that we have to do anyways. We are going to need ender queens, we need to put them inside an apiary, we need to get mysterious comb, and that is going to give us the pulsating propolis, which gives us pulsating mesh, which we needed in order to make the resonant cell frame, which is something that I really want to do next episode, so let us go to the end and get an ender dragon. I don't remember how I killed the dragon the first time. Oh, we have guns. Here we go again. We have all the crystals. Now it's you and me. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Okay, you know, this ammo is a bit expensive. We do it with a sword. Oops. She ran away. 1 more hit. Oops. I have to reload. Come on. Oh, now you get the scales. Well, it did not drop an extra dragon egg. Hello, Prince Thomas. But we did manage to get scales. Oh, you're working now. Amazing. Therefore, what that means is that we should be able to make 1 more dragon egg. Yes. Lovely. Kevin, I can't see anything. Thank you. Now it's gone. I'm sure that they're also going to have a problem with the weather and maybe the humidity, but let us see. You go back in. There's your flower. Well, they understood the flower. This one did not. Maybe you're far away? Also, why the hell are you fine? Oh, this one also recognized it. Okay, we're good. Oh, we got our first honeycomb. But we really want them to die, is the thing. So many purple bees. That's crazy. Don't ask me why they don't have any problem with the humidity or the weather, but we would be able to make them die a bit faster. If you look at Gendustry, there is something called lifespan upgrade. I think we should be able to make a few of them. Manufactory, isotope separator. I'm lost. How do I make dense plates? I don't really know where the machine is. We make the pattern. And yeah, we do have a pressurizer. I just can't find it. So can you make me like 20? That's not enough. 60? Good. Okay, I found the pressurizer. It's with the tech guns. And the recipe is a bit wrong. Yep. Yes, finally. Upgrade frame. That should decrease the lifespan by minus 33%. That's good. We can have more, don't you worry. If they die faster, that means they're going to generate us more drones. So we needed the ender bees, the mysterious comb that they produce, in order to craft something for the endgame, correct? The pulsating mesh. I also thought as a byproduct we were going to get extra drones, but we're not. It's just like 1 drone. But it's fine. In order to bump up their production, what we're going to need is royal jelly, which comes from an imperial princess. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that not everything is lost, because we need to have some sort of a setup for other bees, and well, we should be able to achieve that. I have just made myself a mutitron, and we have our mutagen producer, so we're going to extract the mutagen. We have some labware, we put the forest princess and a meadows drone inside. This is going to force it to mutate. Yes, we get a common queen. I'm really not looking forward to this, but we need to have an industrial apiary. You go in, I bring you flowers, don't you worry. And maybe some of these modifiers, the upgrades. We really want it to die fast. You have a flower. Maybe it takes time. Well, we can always analyze it to see what kind of a flower you want. What do you need? Flowers. That is a dandelion. Here is a poppy, here is a rose. Do something. Yeah, it was my bad. It takes some time to recognize the flowers. However, now that we have our common queen, well, actually I have made 2 of them. We take one of the common princesses, mixed it with modest drone. That gives me the cultivated queen. That with the common princess gives us the noble one. And the rest of that should be relatively easy. We just need 1 majestic drone. And yeah, you might notice that we're actually getting extra drones. That's very useful. It's not amazing. That jumped. It was 0. Let's do the cultivated one more time, just in case. We mix one of them with the common princess. And we get the wrong one. Well, there's a chance of getting the noble queen. We have to do this again. I'll gather more bees. A bit of time later, I have been breeding bees and yeah, we finally got the noble queen. There's like a 50% chance. So before the imperial queen, we need the majestic. I'm really hoping that's also not a 50% chance. No, noble plus cultivated always gives you majestic. But I think again, imperial is a bit 50-50. Maybe not. But in any case, imperial queen is the last queen that we want. Dude, die. Yes. So noble, cultivated. This is a noble. This is a cultivated drone. Please be majestic. You're majestic. Lovely. There's one more step. Ooh, I need another noble queen. Damn. It's fine. It's relatively easy. Don't you worry. I had to do this a few more times. We got some diligent queens, which is actually used in order to make the industrial queen. That is the one which gives you resources. But we don't really want resources, we just want some royal jelly. But noble plus majestic should give us the imperial queen. Come on, you can do that. Yes, we have it. Let's get 2, just in case. Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 iteration, here is our first royal jelly. And what royal jelly does is that it's going to give us the production upgrade, meaning that we're going to get more royal jellies and we're going to get much more pulsating propolis, which is actually decent enough. I don't know how many we need. We have quite a bit. Yeah, we can make a few pulsating meshes. 15. I was very lazy to do this, but I'm really glad that we did because, well, we needed the honey drops for making different types of food. We needed the mysterious comb for endgame crafting, and I also wanted some royal jelly to boost things up. On another lovely note, we get imperial drones. The extra ones are going to be converted into liquid DNA. Well, at this very moment, we're actually interested in getting more drones, so maybe we should have the lifespan upgrade? We want them to die a bit faster. Just a bit. To get more drones. It has been a teeny tiny bit of time later. I have installed a few upgrades, for example the light upgrade, so that whenever it's night, they're still going to work. There's also an automation upgrade so that it always goes on a loop. And we always get 2 drones, so whenever this reaches 64, the rest of them can be converted into DNA. You know, like so. We also have a decent supply of royal jelly, so we can use it for the ender bees. Where's the production? Yes. How can you be out of sugar? I'm not really sure how many of the mysterious combs we are going to need until the end of the series, but I'm assuming it's fast enough. But later on we have to move everything to its permanent location. We just need 4 more production upgrades. And I guess we don't even need royal jelly. We just want the drones. Actually, we can take these drones. We don't need them. Oh, you need 1? Maybe we just leave the 1 and we melt the rest. I'm not really sure about the automation, but I think what we should be able to do is to get at least 2 blocks of ludocrite. You know, just to get things started. Yep. Doesn't really make much of a difference if you do it in an advanced carpenter. The only difference is that you need 1 ender amethyst. In a normal carpenter, you need 2. I guess the difference is going to be the speed. But we have our ludocrite, that is great. Now we need to get primal mana, and we already have Osgo glass and Mirian. Now we need to take care of the AE2 coolant. So I should have a canning machine somewhere. Oh, it's there. Why did I place it down? We can range it. Thank you. I tried to hide everything as best as I could. We have our fluid canning machine. It's making us AE2 coolant at an insane rate. Water is being provided through a phantom liquid phase. Everything goes inside a large drum because I think we need to have a decent buffer of it. And obviously an ender tank. That means we should have everything we need in order to make a Wyvern core. Well, actually, if we get a bit more drones, maybe we can have more ludocrite and then we make the Wyvern core. That's not how you do that. We need 1 bucket. Oh, each garbage drone gives you 10 millibuckets of liquid DNA. It's fine, we don't need bees. We sacrifice the rest. I was wondering why it's climbing up so slow. Yeah, queens are the best. I just made a few more ludocrite blocks. Later on we're going to automate this, don't you worry. But that should give me a few Wyvern cores. That's all I want for today. But we do need to take care of primal mana, so let us do that. I guess let's get a drum. Probably an overkill. So Mirian, Osgo glass. For the moment I think we just add it using a bucket. But there's a hole. This is the AE2 coolant. That should give us primal mana. Are you? Yes. 1 bucket. I don't really know how to automate this. Maybe we should just make a dedicated smeltery. But that actually gives you a decent amount of primal mana. I just had 12 ingots inside. We have 12 buckets. I was not expecting that. But I'm assuming if we have our drum here, we should be able to empty that. Yes. Primal mana. Lovely. I'm not really sure where we stand on the 1000 draconium cores, but yeah, cyanides. But we can order, I don't know, like 400? No? Oh, CPUs are garbage. 100? Thank you. And 100 more, 100 more, and 100 more. And that is 500. I made a teeny tiny bit more primal mana. We have 24 buckets. I also have the recipe for the Wyvern core, so let us make some. We're crafting our first Wyvern core, but that is not the goal. We want Awaken core, which I think it's something that we would be able to manage. But ladies and gentlemen, this should be a quest. Lovely. Based on the amount of ludocrite that we have, we will have 18 Wyvern cores. Oh boy. Have you seen the recipe for this? This is the fusion crafting core. So I have been checking. Unfortunately, Awaken core is not really gonna happen today. Out of this recipe that you see in front of you, everything is super easy except the resonant cell frame. We already got the pulsating mesh for it, but the problem is the cubic boron nitrate. You know, hexagonal boron nitrate and so on and so forth from nuclear craft. The problem is that I'm thinking this episode is getting too long and maybe we should just call it a day. But before calling it a day, at least I should get my reward. And I think my reward is going to be the pickaxe of the Wyvern. Cause why the hell not? Yes. It's even purple. Using the Kikoku, we have fortune 6. We got 1 coal. This time we got 4. And 6. It's climbing. Amazing. I like fortune. I don't know why. A bit of efficiency is also not a very bad idea. I know what you're thinking, a Wyvern sword would have been a better idea, but well, I like the Kikoku. Looks amazing. Anyways, what we're going to do is that we're going to wrap up for today and maybe change the bees because these guys are dying incredibly slow. And from next episode, we're going to start automating everything that we just did using modular machines. If everything goes well and we get the awakened core, I think we should also be able to make the ultimate crafting table and get into endgame crafting. We can even make an ultimate singularity. Okay, I'm not gonna complain. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.